Good morning, students. I have already sent you the video of this lesson, that is the growth of nationalism. In this, you are studying the French Revolution. So, you have studied the meaning of French Revolution, the causes of French Revolution. Today, in this video, I am going to tell you how the outbreak of this revolution took place in France. In 1789, the French government found itself in the grip of huge financial crisis. So, on 5th May 1789, the King Louis XVI summoned a meeting of the State Generals to get the consent to impose new taxes. So, as the commoners, Third Estate was in the majority. So, they demanded that the members' matters should be put before the assembly. So, to decide a majority of votes. But the other two states did not agree for this. So, what happened? The commoners declared the third estate as the National Assembly, and this proved to be the beginning of the French Revolution. So, the king declared the decision of the new assembly invalid and dismissed some of the members of the third estate. So, this led to the nationwide protest. So, angry mobs stormed the Bastille on 14th July 1789. They freed the prisoners and destroyed the building to the ground. So, the fall of Bastille marked the fall of the monarchy. So, on 20th June, the representatives of the Third Estate assembled in the hall of an indoor tennis court in the grounds of Versailles. So, they declared themselves that the National Assembly is not going to disperse till they had drafted a constitution for the France where they would limit the powers of monarch. The post-revolution period. The National Assembly then made its declaration of the rights of man. These included liberty, equality, and the right to resist oppression. So Louis XVI refused to agree to this, and he and his family were arrested and guillotined. So this guillotine means what? It is a device consists of two poles and a blade with which a person is beheaded. So this was the start of reign of terror led by Maximilien Robespierre, which lasted until 1794. So during that times, thousands of people were arrested and killed. Austria, Britain, the Netherlands, Prussia and Spain all declared war on France. So frightened by this turn of events, what happened? Robespierre's colleagues ordered his execution. So a new government, the director was set up. So the threat of civil war in 1795 led to the rise of the new power, which was the ambitious French general known as the Napoleon Bonaparte. French Revolution and rise of Napoleon. Though the French Revolution ended the monarchy in France, but it failed to provide a stable government. The newly appointed directors, people's representatives, often clashed with each other. So this political instability paved way for the rise of a military director, Napoleon Bonaparte. So Napoleon seized political power in 1799, and in 1804 he declared himself as the Emperor of France. So by 1810, Napoleon's empire included nearly all of Europe. He introduced many laws such as the protection of private property, equality before law, uniform system of weights, etc. So all this played very important role in modernizing the France and the Europe. Here you can see the picture of Napoleon Bonaparte, who was a brilliant leader, inspiring his troops with the speeches, leading from the front and using very innovative tactics. Impacts of French Revolution. So the French Revolution was an event of the great significance in the world history. So the following reasons tells us that it had a great impact over the world. The first, it ended the monarchy, the despotic rule of monarchy. Second, it established that people were the source of power. So the revolution also established a great ideals of liberty, equality and fraternity which inspired revolutionary and the democratic ideas everywhere in the world. So it gave the fourth one, it gave the term nation its new and modern meaning. As such, a nation is not the territory of a country, but the people of a country having a long and common history and a distinct feeling of oneness with their countrymen. Fifth one, the years following 1789 in France saw many changes in the social, economic, political and the daily life of the people. So in the old regime, all written material, cultural activities, books, newspapers were not published without the permission of the kings. But after the declaration of the rights of man, this censorship was removed. With this video, I end the lesson. So, students, you understood the lesson, the growth of nationalism. In this, we have studied about the French Revolution, the causes, the impact, and the post-revolution period. So, I am going to recall some of the points of this video. The first one is, before revolution, the common people were groaning under the burden of heavy taxes. Second, though the French Revolution ended the monarchy in France, but it failed to provide a stable government. Third one, by 1810, Napoleon's empire included nearly all of European countries. Okay children, now I am going to ask you few questions related to this video. First one, what is the significance of 14th July 1789 for French? Second one, who was Napoleon Bonaparte? The third one, state any two reforms introduced by Napoleon Bonaparte in France. So children, you are going to answer these questions which are given here. So hope you had understood this lesson. With this, I end my video. Thank you children.